Good morning everyone. I know this is not my normal time for streaming, however, I thought I woke up with a great idea and I thought, you know what, I was going to do it, but I thought let's just stream it and get some more input and some more ideas. So we're going to get straight onto it because I know I've got school probably in about 45 minutes to an hour, and I'm sure you've all got school as well. But I hope you all had a good sleep and you're ready to do some more open source coding. Okay. If you have any questions or any thoughts or ideas, do write it in the chat, and if you do want to chat between streams, do join our Discord below. Okay, so I'm just going to this is the TwitchCoders organization that we created, and you can see there is the Warp Blaster game that we've been working on previously, and we're not going to work on that this morning. So my idea was how to build the community. So I want to kind of create a repository where people can log ideas of what they would like people to work on, what they would like people to watch, and all the rest. So Yaz, if you're watching, I know you don't like the name Warp Blaster. I'm still waiting for a better suggestion. So what I was thinking of doing, we'll create a new repository. So this is the organization TwitchCoders. I hope you like the logo. I have just updated it. Let's create an organization, a repo in the TwitchCoders organization with a special name so we can use GitHub pages quite easily. And we will call it twitchcoders.github.io. So it's the organization name .github.io basically. We're going to make it public. And it's going to be community, with the description we can change later, but let's just give it something now. Community, information and collaboration. We will initialize it with a README. And a license, again, we'll probably just stick MIT. Okay, so we're going to hit create repo, and it's created. And what I kind of thinking of this, we should add also what we want this repo to do in the README. So kind of my idea is that I'm already forgetting. I've been up for like an hour. I am forgetting, but let's add them. So I'm not even going to clone it and work on it locally. I'm going to do it completely within the GitHub UI. So I'm actually going to rename the title, and we'll remove that. So we will say TwitchCoders. Community information and collaboration, we can leave that for now. I do want to have let's put in some sections that we want to cover. I do want to have a streamers section so people can kind of easily see what people are streaming on. So let's just say we could have name, and then this is going to create a table as well, so we'll see this in a second. So we want to know the streamer's name. Would that be their username? We could also, it could be the same, so leave it the same for now. We could probably put time zone or usual time that they stream, and topics that they cover. Let me think. Do write in the chat and give me some suggestions. What would we want? If we wanted a list of Twitch coders who stream, what would you just want to know about them? So their name, we could probably put a link to their Twitch account. I just might write Twitch here, and we could put maybe a Twitter if people want to follow. I'm not sure. We can add that later, and we could just say maybe info, so they could just write a one line about themselves. So people could add themselves to this. It's nothing fancy, no database, but people can just edit the project. So let me just copy this. This is just for the alignment, and then underneath we will have, I'll just put myself for example, and my Twitch URL. Let me just open is Twitch Eddie Jout. And I know we can combine that probably into one as well actually, but add some modification and improvement we can add later on. And what do I focus on? I can maybe, rather than info, I can maybe say focus, and focus I could say open source code and DashboardHub. and I could put a link probably to DashboardHub as well. So if I add a link in here, well, I noticed I've got my my Dyson on. Let me turn that off so you don't get that kind of humming sound. Hopefully that's better. And so we've got one. So if we load that, you can see one table with some links. And okay, so I'm trying to think whether we could move this actually do the same. Should be like so. Then we can remove one column. But yeah, this is a work in progress. Okay, hopefully that still works. So now when you render it, you have two columns, name and focus. So my name with a link to the Twitch account, and then the focus of what I do, or what the person does. And we should, if you stream code, please add yourself below with your Twitch name and link to your Twitch account. Don't be shy. Do add any suggestions you think we should see in the chat, and link to your Twitch account with your main area of focus. Let's see how that looks. Okay. I also know Vendra does Vendra. This modern day morning. Yeah, it's morning for me, so it must be really early morning for you. I would have thought. We'll add you to this as well. This modern day. I know you're streaming too. So if we go Twitch, I'll just finish off Vendra first. So it's Vendra's. So what we're doing this modern day, what we're doing is quite 3 AM. You're crazy. You just don't sleep. What we're doing today or this morning, just a really impromptu stream where I woke up and had the idea I wanted to create a repo, a really simple one, just Markdown, where we can we can put the people, the coders who do stream and who want to be part of TwitchCoders, get a bit of publicity, and add them to the README. And then later on we can convert this into maybe a static website or something. If people want to get into Angular, I can show them how to quickly build an Angular site and host it on GitHub pages. That's why I've created the repo twitchcoders.github.io. So Vendra, and Vendra's focus is open source code, and he does the Vendra project. And Vendra, I'll let him add a link to whichever he prefers. This modern day, shall I add you to this as well? Or shall I add something and then you can maybe improve it and so on, how you wish. So this modern day, this Twitch. This I have you here. I've gone to your stream before. That's not right Markdown. So the way the links work for people who are new to Markdown, it's square brackets, then what you want to appear, and then brackets and what the link actually is. And your focus this modern day, I'm going to write, it's open source code and Discord bots, but message, write in the chat if you want something else, or just edit it later on. Okay, do anyone else we know do, because Dev Journey doesn't do any streaming, I don't think. People can add themselves. Let's have a look how this looks. So hopefully you can see this. Ignore the red and the green and the orange. It's just just highlighting, GitHub's highlighting what changes we made, and this is the table. And we can add more columns, later on, maybe with technologies that we use, or or we can even have like a kind of little profile pages. There's various things we can do. So I'm quite keen to just have a bit of a kind of an area where people can write stuff, and also I also want TwitchCoders streamers. Does that read well? I'll clear that off. Also, I do want another area to talk about issues, ideas, suggestions, things you would like to see. Streamed. So I do want to let people know, if they're not streamers themselves, that's fine. But if they would like to see something, say, any more in depth in Cucumber or serverless or whatever it is, just to log an issue and we can collect it. And then if, say, for example, someone said, hey, I'll want to see something more in serverless, and I can assign this issue to myself and say, hey, I'll do this tomorrow at 5:30 and stuff like that. Sad to admit, I didn't know you could do tables in Markdown. Yeah, Markdown, there's only about half a dozen things that can be done. The tables aren't great because if you can see, they explode to 2 lines. So you can do ASCII docs, so an ADoc file, and the tables are much nicer because the columns don't go horizontally, because we only have 2 columns here. And if you look, we're already kind of going over 2 lines, which makes it difficult to read, and you can't make the page any wider. But ADoc tables are much nicer, designed, I think, for more kind of information, more techies. So they do it that your columns go down. It sounds a bit weird, but hear me out. And then you leave a space, and you do the same again for the next block, and that's the next row. But it's really easy to read and really follow. But I want to use Markdown because that's what people, I think, are more used to. So I just want to kind of keep it simple, keep it inclusive, especially for non-techies as well. So if you have any ideas or suggestions or things you would like to see streamed again or in more depth, please log an issue. I'll put a link to the issue section. Please log an issue. Again, we're just going to put a link around the issue so people can click straight onto it. Please log an issue with the information, and one of the TwitchCoders will look into it. I'm definitely going to have to look into Cucumber. Yeah, it's pretty good, Cucumber. Definitely worth looking into. Sometimes it's a bit of a pain to set up, but I think more recently it's got a lot easier, so you're kind of getting into it at a good time. I remember using it back in the day, and it was quite painful to set up. What else can we add? So I had so many ideas when I woke up this morning. I kind of now forgotten it already. I haven't had my coffee yet, that's why. TwitchCoders, let's see how it looks. So we've got TwitchCoders as a title, community information and collaboration. These are the streamers, and add some more. If you stream code, please add yourself below with your Twitch name and link to your Twitch account with your main area of focus. Ideas, suggestions, things you would like to see streamed. If you have any ideas or suggestions or things you would like to see streamed again or in more depth, it's a bit wordy, but I'll let someone else with better English reword that. Please log an issue with the information, and one of the TwitchCoders will look into it. I think that's pretty good starting off. Let's just create that initial information in the README. Okay, so that's created. I'm actually going to turn off wiki and turn off some of these other things. I don't think we need a wiki because the actual kind of source code, the markdown stuff, is effectively the wiki. Issues, we're going to leave the issues open. Project board, I'm probably going to remove. I don't think we need that. I think that's it. So let's have a look. Got a license. We should probably add a code of conduct and things we can maybe do later. How are we doing on time? 8 o'clock. We've got a bit of time. Add the Discord button at the bottom. Genius. Yes, we need this all kind of linking together and making sense. Absolutely. Okay, let's go in and edit again. And let me create an issue to add the Discord image. If I do have the Discord image somewhere. Here we go. Discord. That was very stupid. Discord image. And if I copy that link, so this saves me adding the code to adding the image to the source code. We'll just put it in the issue section, and we'll just close it straight away. But I've grabbed the URL, and so in the README I can actually use it now. So I've got the chat with us between streams, and I'm going to maybe I should put, what am I doing? Lots of fingers this morning. Join Discord and chat with us between streams. If I put the image is like a link, but it has an exclamation mark at the beginning. And I want to put a link to the image, not a link to the image, the source to the image. And I'm just going to say Discord, but I'm also going to wrap that. I think we can do this. Wrap that in a link. So I will want this, I think, as the image as the source of the link, and then the link will be to the Discord, which I don't have. It is in my Twitch profile though. We'll just scroll down here, Discord, here we go. Oh, lost it. Right click, copy link, thank you. And if we put this in there, that should work. Let's have a look. Yay, okay. Discord, image, and link. Or Discord link added. The image we didn't actually add. Link added. Boom. Good call, good call. Okay, what else? That's looking good. Well, I noticed I didn't change my screen resolution again. Hopefully that's not too small for people. I also reduced the quality, because I had a few comments yesterday for people who were saying South Africa or a bit further away that it was the video was quite jumpy. So I did reduce the video quality, but hopefully it's still good enough for people to read the text and to read the code. But do let me know. What else can we add? So we've got Discord button. We should on the link here we could also add the Discord button for the moment. There we go. Okay. Join Discord and chat with us between streams. I like that. That's a good call. What else have we got? What else can we add? This modern day, I'll let you put in some links on these to whichever repos you want us to go to. Still readable even on mobile. Oh, okay, that's good. So maybe I reduced the resolution output as well as the bit rate. So hopefully that's not as hungry for people. Yeah, I put it down to 846p, whereas before I think I was at double that, like 1600. That seems awfully low. I still want it to be at 1080p, so I might have to tweak it back up slightly. But good that it's still readable, so thank you for that. I really appreciate the confirmation. What else can we add? What other ideas have we got? I could put a big banner at the top, but that's a bit kind of personal to me, I guess. The banner that I've used for my holding page, like starting stream or whatever, but I don't know if it's a bit personal to me. I don't want it just to be about me. Let me have a think. Let's have a quick look. What else have I got? I mean, I can always add it and then remove it. I don't know. Let me have a think. My connection is 15 gig up and down, so my connection is biased. Wow, yeah, that's pretty good connection. It's a shame when I become partnered, I'll be able to have multiple streams, so I can let people, not multiple streams, it's probably the wrong word, multiple bit rates or qualities, like on YouTube when you can kind of select what you want to watch it in. So that can't get offered until the streamer itself becomes partnered. I'm still way off to the cut of becoming partnered. I think I mentioned yesterday that there are 4 criterias, and I've got 3. but I've got 3 criterias, but one I haven't, and the one that I haven't got, I'm way off. You need like 75. You need like 75 concurrent streamers on average over a month, and I've probably got about, I don't know, 5 or 6. So yeah, that's got a long way to go on that. Let me see. I'm just having a look at these headers. I don't know if I should add something. I mean, add something to here and see what you think. I suppose we can always remove it. Banner. Just gonna add something like this. I'll finish loading. Don't know if I add something like this to the markdown, but it's just got my name on it rather than, I guess, TwitchCoders. It's got TwitchCoders on it, but it's not just TwitchCoders. Have I got anything else? I might just see. We will get one of us there, I'm sure. Yeah, it'd be good, definitely. I think when you've got kind of one of us there, then I think, because when someone becomes partner, not only do you get the video quality options, you also get the you can create teams. So then the teams can then host each other, and the teams get, I think, extra options. And I don't really know too much about it, but you can't create a team until someone's partnered. So once you've done that, I think that will open a few more doors as well. Let me just close this because I need to leave it open. I'll assign it to myself, and then I'll just add it to this, see how it looks. I mean, even if I add it and it doesn't look great, we can always remove it. I just do like an image always first thing is the only thing on README, even a small one. TwitchCoders. How does that look? That looks alright, I think. Banner. Add it. Again, like I said, we can always remove it. I haven't added the actual image to the source code, so it's not polluting and making the repo really big. I can make a banner. Yeah, I think I do like the orange at the top and the bottom and the code in the background. So I've got the PSD file for this. So we could probably just, even remove my name and just make the Twitch coder kind of, bigger in the middle, and remove or keep the character there. I don't really mind too much, but I do like the background of that image. But yeah, I'll leave it for the moment. You don't distract yourself too much. You've got your own projects to do. You're working on a bot as well for TwitchCoders. So it's when you get time, no major rush. Don't want you to be too distracted. You've got your own projects to do. But I've got the PSD file, so I could probably just remove, like I said, my character, remove Eddie, and remove my link, and just make TwitchCoders the hashtag just bigger across it, and leave it on the background, and that would look quite good, and probably keep it a bit consistent. Because I was thinking of my overlay, my banners, and so on. I was thinking of removing all my personal stuff on it, and then releasing it as open source in an assets directory under TwitchCoders. So if people wanted to have a similar sort of stream style, but with their name, and with TwitchCoders on it, then I thought they could have that. Don't know what your thoughts are. Mock up all my apps. Okay, you do a lot of sketch work and so on. Sure, but like I said, I don't want to distract you. I mean, yeah, I know you've got a lot on and you don't sleep enough as it is. So keen for you to make sure you get some rest to get that work-life balance. You'll go through 2 phases where it's kind of up and down, I guess. How are we doing on time? It's 8:10. Awesome. Okay, so I've got a bit of time to grab a coffee before my my first meeting. So we've got the Discord in there, so that's pretty cool. And we could center it with HTML, but I don't like putting HTML in Markdown. So we will keep it on the left how it is. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. But yeah, what I might do is I'll create an assets repository, and I'll release mine as open source, and I'll remove my character and my name and my URL. and then people can, I guess, add what they want to it. And I've got a few other, like the holding pages, the starting stream, be right back, ending stream. I can release those as open source as well, and the overlay too. I will sort that out, add it to my list of things to do. So topics, what topics do we have? So we're TwitchCoders, separate by comma. Yep, TwitchCoders, I don't know, open source probably the next thing. Gives me stuff to do. I work 6 to midnight, so I sleep a bit in the mornings, but I stay up late naturally. Okay, as long as you're getting that rest. TwitchCoders, open source, collaboration, community, GitHub. What else have we got? Maybe just Twitch. We can add some more later on, that'll be fine for now. That's looking pretty good. Like I said, we need a code of conduct. I will add that as an issue. Code of conduct. Or do I have one in the other repo that I can just quickly steal over? Did I add one in Walkbuster? I didn't. I probably should. Code of conduct. Let's create the issue. Yeah, I think that will do for now, and then we can always add a GitHub pages later on, get it deployed out or something. But we'll keep it simple for now in Markdown, I think. Mango, I'm just going to call you Mango. It's quite a long name. Maybe add GitHub and the Discord columns. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's do that. Good idea. So we've got focus, so GitHub, and Discord columns. As in, you think everyone has their own chat? Does everybody have their own Discord columns? For some reason I thought they wouldn't, but maybe they do. I don't know if that dilutes the community. I'm not sure. We can put it in and always remove it. Oh, by the way, I was thinking about making some laser engraved placards that I could put in the post to members. I don't know what those are. They sound cool though. Laser engraved. That sounds pretty wicked. Anything laser engraved would be pretty awesome. Have you got a picture you can share? Create an issue and just drop a picture in, and we can have a look. Maybe you can do it in Discord. I don't mind Discord or in the issue section. Be interesting to see. But yeah, it'd be good to do some trading. I've got some stickers to send out actually today. I'm hoping it was tomorrow originally, but I'm hoping that the Discord stickers arrive today. They're just the samples, and I only have 10. I'll have like 5 I can send out to the main people. Then I'll buy a whole pack of a few hundred. I just wanted to. A reason why I ordered samples was because I wanted to check if the size was big enough to read, but not too big that people wouldn't stick it on their laptop. Because I hate stickers that you get that are like whopping massive stickers. And I think I'm not sticking that on my laptop. I have 5 laser engravers I've built, so I do a lot of that. That sounds cool. Yeah, send. What do you call it? Do you have? Do you put them on like Flickr or Instagram or some stuff that you've done, just so I can see it? Like again, I don't know, kind of what I can kind of guess what it look like, but I'm not entirely sure. A Discord, I'm going to Mango. I'm going to leave Discord off for now. I don't know if that's dilutes it or not. We can have a think. I'm open to suggestions. But GitHub's a good one, definitely. So let's just put in another GitHub column. So we can say GitHub. Again, it's just my name, so we can put that on. And then for Vendra, his is Andrew Cunliffe. I think it's Andrew Cunliffe. No, that's not him. Oh, it's hyphen. His is hyphen. Yeah. And then this modern day, I'm pretty sure I have yours. I'm trying to think what yours is now. It's not this modern day, I know that. Can you put in your username in the chat? I should actually know it from. Did you put a comment in here or something? 1N in Cunliffe. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Do not tell him I did that after 10 years. Oh yeah, it is. Thank you. Well spotted. Pair programming to the rescue again. I spelled it wrong on. Oh, I put Venza over there, so that's okay. Okay, I got that wrong. Thank you. I didn't hit submit, so he hasn't got the commit as proof. Hopefully, he doesn't watch this video. Aha. Okay. Let me just check it. Okay. Awesome. Let's add you here. Closing bracket, closing bar even, and that's your username. How does that look? Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Cool. Thank you for that. GitHub URLs added to streamers list. Nice. Mango, good call. Then GitHub, maybe even Twitter. I don't know. We could do some Twitter ones. We're gonna add that later on. It's like 8:15. Maybe a good place to stop. I might share that in the Discord. So if people do want to have a look, I'll just write what we paired on this morning. Oh, we've also got Avi Brink. She streams too. Let's add her as well. What we paired, I can't even write, what we paired on this morning, building our community of TwitchCoders. I'll put a link into there, so that's in Discord, so if you're not in Discord already, do join. Okay, and let me add Avi Brink. So it is, hers is Twitch Avi Brink. Okay, so Avi Brink. Oops, what did I do there? Tab by mistake. Have I got a space in there? No, there we go. I was right first time. And that's the Twitch account. And the focus is learning to code. I'll let her update that. And her GitHub, I think it's still Avi Brink. It is. There we go. I did do an open source pull request to her account. I copy that. Oh, did not mean to cut that. Meant to copy it. Close it off like this. And it will be the username. There we go. I think that works. Oh no, typo. Missing bracket. Doesn't Cunliffe have two FS? FS? You dropped the 10-year-old boy. That's a link. Looks good. Fs. Did I bodge it up again? Doesn't Cunliffe have two Fs? Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Oh my word, I've done it again. Yeah, it does. Well noticed. And it's 3 AM for you, so you must be, well, gone 3 AM, means you're quite tired, but you're obviously more awake than me. Yeah, no one tell him to watch this video. This is a disaster. At least I spelled my name right. I usually get that wrong. Okay, let me add this. I probably committed the Cunliffe one already, so that's when it's spelled wrong. I got the number of letters right. If you look at the positives, I had one less F and one extra N. That's pretty good. Added EV Brink to list of streamers. Should actually probably put, if I just commit this, but I'm going to probably put the usual, maybe a column for the usual streaming time. Might help. Times. Or just when, maybe. It doesn't have to be dead accurate. People can check their accounts out, but to give them an idea, at least. One, I guess, would be early evening. Weekday early evening. Weekday early evening. But then it depends on which time zone you're in, I suppose. Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one. Is it worth putting in? Weekday at 5:30 UK. I guess I put 5:30 PM UK, I suppose. And then Andrew is really late. He's more like 9 or 10 PM, 9 PM. 5:30 UK, Monday to Friday. And I do weekends, but it's more random. Andrew 9 PM. Oh, I just put weekdays. Weekdays. 9 PM. Weekdays. And then yourself. Why is this not going to end of the line? Here we go. Until I can work out times in the week. Dumb Gamer, thanks for joining. Good to have you here. Sundays 2 to 6 EST. Okay. So Sunday 2 to 6 PM EST. I put UK for us. So ours should be what? BST. 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 No, I like the way I put yours Sunday and then the time. We should put weekdays in the time, I think, actually. Weekdays. Weekdays 5:30 BST. Weekdays 9 PM BST. Then you got Sunday 2 to 6 EST. EV Brink is just really late. Way past my bedtime. I just want to write late. Can I put a smiley face? Smile. So what you're doing, Markdown looks serious. The Markdown's pretty straightforward. I think it looks serious because of this table. The table, the way it goes onto 2 lines, I think makes it really confusing. If you have a simple table, or if it, well, not simple, it is a simple table, but if you have a table that just all the lines stay on one line, it becomes a lot easier. Because Markdown this is an image, similar to a link, but you have the exclamation mark at the beginning. This is a H1, like the main title, just some description, kind of a H2, a subtitle, and then here we come down to this table. So we can do preview and see how it looks, make sure I haven't broken the table. So this is what we're adding. We're adding this. This is what it looks like when rendered, and this is what we're adding at the moment when people stream, roughly speaking, to give people an idea. But I want to put a smiley face over EV Brinks, but I'll just leave it as late for now, and I'll let her add to it. So we'll just say streaming times approximate streaming times added to streamer list. So what we're doing is just with the community we're trying to build, TwitchCoders, trying to make it that we have it so we have a list of people who do coding and who stream coding, and then a place where people who maybe don't stream but have ideas and suggestions on what they might like to learn and see. So if you wanted to see more on Markdown, someone could do maybe an hour's slot or however long it takes, on more in depth into Markdown, and you can do that by just logging an issue at the top. And actually, one other person we did forget was Susie. Her username is Suxy. So if we say Twitch, and it's Suxy. Here we go. She's doing her coding journey and sharing her learning as well, which is, I think, really brave and really good. Learning to code, and it will be next is GitHub. So then we do GitHub. Page not found. Okay, I might have to let her. I'm pretty sure I contributed to her project. Here we go, Susie. Okay. Let's add this. So does GitHub Pages automatically publish the README as a main page? Because I set up mine using Jekyll. Yes. So if you name the repo, then the username or the organization name .github.io, it will then use the master branch and deploy it out. But it won't do anything really with the Markdown. So yes, you need to use Jekyll. But I probably create this into an Angular project. So I want to just start off with the Markdown README, really simple, so we can get some content. The people who don't know Angular and all the rest can just put the information in the README, and then in the future stream, maybe when we've collected up a bit more information, we'll still keep the README, but we can then maybe convert it or make a JSON file out of some of the information, and we can get Angular to read the JSON file and stuff like that. So yeah, one step at a time. I kind of want to get the barrier low to entry, and yeah, just keep it simple. I'm just gonna camel case those just to make it a bit easier to read. Hopefully I got that right. And when that I don't know. I've got a time zone, late Sweden time. What time zone is Sweden in? I think she said Sweden. Sweden time zone. Sweden has one time zone, CET. Late CET. And Susie is in the US. I don't know. US has too many time zones. Yeah, so really keeping it really simple for now. Really simple for now. I don't know much about Angular. I've been learning React. Yeah, they're kind of similar. We've had this discussion a few times in the past, and it's good to see people's views. I actually want to do a friend of mine, Lynn. She uses React a lot, and I actually do want to get her onto a stream. And I'm going to kind of show her some Angular stuff, and then she can compare it to React and see what they think, see what she thinks. You know, someone who's maybe been on both sides. I've had a play with React, but yeah, I just wasn't too keen on it, to be honest. I really like Angular and I like TypeScript. I don't know what time zone, so I'm just going to put 3 question marks in for now. Again, it's late in my time zone, so I think it's maybe early in hers. So, Suxy added to streamer list. Did the JSX freak you out? No, the Observer and the Publish and Subscribe I thought was quite nice. Thinking of learning Vue. I haven't tried Vue actually, so I can't say, but I have quite a few friends who've done React and Angular, and they say Vue is their favourite. So it's quite interesting to hear that. I do Vue stuff. Okay. Did you use Angular 1? I did use Angular 1, and I didn't like it. I know at the time everyone was like, Angular 1, awesome. I know now everyone hates it, but at the time I didn't like it. I thought, I was kind of on the fence. But when Angular 2, 3, 4, and I think 6 is coming out this week, I really, really loved it. I thought it was brilliant. With TypeScript, just the way it was architected, I thought really, really nice. Like Max once said, Vue is like when Angular and React had sex. Okay, interesting. Okay, that's an interesting concept. So I guess it's the best of both probably. But I thought it came out before both of them, but again, I'm not too sure. That's just a feeling or me guessing. Okay, so we probably need to let them know that they're on here, and then we can they can fill in their time, and other people who stream can add themselves. We should probably put open source on all of those as well, because it's learning to code and open source. Let me add that one more time. Maybe I omit open source out of everybody because we've all got open source. It's because, you know, I'm a huge open source fan, so I'm a bit biased. Open source and learning to code. Updated streamers list of focus. There we go. Oh, I should remove code. That's kind of a given, right? TwitchCoders. Let me remove that word. That just makes it a bit longer. What else have we got? There was another code somewhere. There we go. Removed. Redundant code. What have I missed? We catch up on the chat. That's a bit explicit. It is a bit explicit. Sim, thanks for joining. Sim 3001. I think Angular is more of a complete solution and React is only the UI library. Yeah, absolutely true. No, you're completely right, it is. And lets you choose things if you would want to use stuff like Redux, and you can build it to your liking. True, but that's the reason why I don't like React for that reason. Everyone customizes it and builds it in a completely different way. Whereas most UIs, if you're going to put in a big framework, or going to put in a framework, you're going to want to connect to the API, you're going to want state. So that's why I still think Angular or that style makes sense. Otherwise, if you get a lighter one, which is just a view, not view UE, but view is in model, kind of view controller or MVVM, then you're going to have to include Redux or Flux or whatever. So yeah, that's partly why I prefer Angular. Personally, I like Angular better because of TypeScript. Good call, Sim. TypeScript rules, right? Yeah, it's like Django versus Flask. Oh yeah, I don't know the Python stuff. I know Django is like an MVC framework. I'm guessing is Django the full-blown one, and then is Flask the lighter weight one? Yeah, I don't have any experience in Python. So there we go. We've all got open source. Oh, I forgot F1 code in there. Damn it. We were too busy chatting about the whole React, Angular, Vue that no one was checking my changes. Fixed. Removed extra word of code again. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So Flask is the lighter weight one. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I know Python's very popular. I've just never really got into it. There we go. Okay. I think that's looking pretty good, and the table's not too wide, because I think if we added any more columns as well, you might get away with a small column, but then the table would kind of really squish up and bunch up. I wonder how that would look, but probably not good. But hopefully it's clear that people can see, you know, ideas, suggestions, things you would like to see streamed. You know, put it in the issue section above, and then we can look into it. So I think that's it. I have updated the logo up here as well, TwitchCoders. So I was quite proud of that. Again, I didn't design that. That was done by a designer. But yeah, I am thinking of releasing my banners and overlay and removing my name off them and my URL and leaving TwitchCoders and releasing them as open source so other people can use them too. But yeah, awesome. Dumb Gamer got to go eat. See you later. See ya. Sim, thanks for the follow. Dumb Gamer, thanks for joining in, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for the feedback on the Angular React discussion and the comparison with Python. I think that's really, really useful. Thank you very much. We'll see you all soon. This was an impromptu stream. This is not a streaming time when I usually stream. I just had the idea of doing this repo. I was quite keen to get it done. We'll get it started, not done, but get it started, and we can build on it in future streams. So what do you guys think of Go? I'm dabbling into it, enjoying it so far. Good question, Sim. Go does look pretty awesome. I actually had a friend on yesterday on the stream yesterday, not streaming with me, but in chat, called Jeremy Quinton, and he's done PHP for over 10 years, and a couple of years ago he moved to Go, and part of his startup he actually moved to Go for the agents because he needed the concurrency. And he really likes Go and speaks highly of it. So actually in a few weeks I want to get him on the stream with me, and we want to talk about startup life, you know, the ups and the downs, and the technology side, get really into the tech side and his comparison between, you know, PHP and Go, and would he use more Go or less Go, and what challenges did he have. So he's doing stuff about kind of scraping sites and so on, so he needed the concurrency from Go, and I'll be really interested to hear how we got on, and hopefully that will be an interest to other people as well. But we'll make a bit more of we'll plan it ahead. It wouldn't be an impromptu thing. We'll plan it a week ahead so people can tune in if they want to, and we'll do a bit of a song and dance about it ahead of schedule and let people know. I have to figure out how to get his audio into my stream. I don't want to do what I did with Andrew last week when we were pairing on that open source game in JavaScript, he was coming out of my speakers into my microphone, and that apparently sounded really bad, and when I watched the playback it was really bad. So I sounded fine, I was speaking kind of directly into my mic, but he was going out of my speakers into the mic, so I need to kind of try and do some jiggery pokery around there. Oh, that'd be cool. We'll definitely be interested in tuning in for that. Yeah, so we will do that in a few weeks, because I'm off to Thailand this weekend for 2 weeks. So when I get back, I'll look into scheduling that in. But I will be trying to stream from Thailand. I just don't know how the connectivity is going to be. I might have to reduce the bandwidth, and I'll be on a 13-inch MacBook Pro. So let's see how that goes. But it will be hot. I won't be in the command center. Do people want to see my command center before we call it a day? Let's have a look. To anyone who is new, this is my command center with all my screens. Okay, the big screen's off at the moment, so I'm still getting into the flow for the day, but I've got my lovely 3 screens, all my lights kind of hanging off on the side here. So I think I was readjusting things slightly this morning, but yeah, this is my command center. So I made a few changes over the last few days of my stream, and hopefully it's looking more professional, and yeah, hopefully the lighting and all that's helping in the overlays. So let's come back to my Ubuntu cap. Right, everyone, I think it's time to call it a day. It's coming 8:36, time for me to get into the flow of work. And you all have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, or this morning for me, maybe the evening for you. And where have we got people from? Which countries? Yesterday we had Sweden, South Africa, Abu Dhabi. This modern day you're on the East Coast, I think, in the States. There's people all around the world, which is why I love this sort of, you know, the Twitch community, the TwitchCoders community that we're trying to build, because it's just bringing people from all around the world who it'd be more difficult for us to go to the same meetups, the same hackathons, the same events, because, you know, we're all over the globe. I'm sure some of us will meet at big events like Web Summit or FOSDEM and so on, but we couldn't do it on a daily or weekly basis, let alone even a daily basis. I think having Twitch and having all of us come together, I think is awesome. And there has been some days where Venzra has streamed, and then he's raided me, and as I started streaming, he's raided me, and then later on, I don't think I raided Evie Brink, but I did host her, and then I was watching her stream afterwards. So it's good to kind of, if we can create a team of coders on Twitch that almost have round the clock kind of pairing coding sessions, and we can just build up that momentum. Russia, okay. Bruce, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Thanks for joining us from Russia. I think you're the first person we've had from Russia, so that's awesome. Thanks for the insight, and take care. Yeah, you too, Sim. Thank you. Go is great, and the mascot is cute. That's true, actually. Yeah, the mascot is really good. I'm glad you like my setup. Okay, let's call it a day, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world, and we will catch up soon. I do have an ending page that I'm going to put up because I'm quite proud of it. It's in my design and my style. So watch that for a few seconds, and then I'll catch you. I'm gonna try and stream today at 5:30 UK time at the end of the day. Get back into the finishing off the work we were doing on pipeline dashboard, the DashboardHub, and writing the automated tests for the API using Cucumber. I think we just had the delete left, and then we can get onto the Angular 5 front-end stuff and actually use the CRUD operation that we just created. Have a good day, everyone. Catch you later.